How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more MTGA Explorer. We're doing another meta deck today, and today we're doing the deck that is at the top of the meta, which is Abzan Midrange. Now, the interesting thing about Abzan Midrange being at the top of the meta is when you go to the MTG Goldfish page and click on the deck list, it'll actually direct you to an Orzhov midrange deck. But then it'll give you the breakdown for the Abzan deck below. So I didn't have a full deck list to go by, I just went off percentages of cards and decks. And when you put all the percentages into one deck list, it did come up to 60 cards. So, like, that is a good sign. Got Graveyard Trespasser against the blue-green shenanigans. Okay, so this is not what I thought it was. I thought this was... Hey, that's just rude, mate. Get rid of the stinger before it deals damage. So I thought this was going to be like an Arclight deck. Because blue and red generally means Arclight in Explorer. A Rug-Green Triome. Gonna push your dog, kid. Well, I guess it's a fox, but... I'm gonna get my graveyard... my cycling removal out of the way. Because this deck is a cycling deck, which means its main win condition is going to be a Zenith Flare. Like, we can get rid of any of their creatures, and then we can get rid of the Zenith Flare by keeping a Graveyard Trespasser alive. Well, it might be a draw 2 deck. That could be interesting, too. But I have Vanishing Verse and Fatal Push, so... will I have the colors in it? So I need a black, and then I need a black and a white. So we're good to have this ender tapped. Let's exile the burb. Not a burb, but it was something that flew, so it was basically a burb. And then let's get rid of a cycler. So we have Wandering Emperor as our backup condition. We don't really have a lot of card draw. We have our 2 Elder Gargoyle, so the deck only runs 2 of these. So they use their removal spell. And we got rid of another card, which is good. We're going to pass and then Wandering Emperor on their turn. I'm just going to go Siege Rhino here. Five, 6 for 4. Pretty powerful. They can kill Wandering Emperor here, but... like, I'm more worried about killing them before they kill me. Like, if I can beat out the Zenith Flare, I'll win. That's where we're at in this match. So this deck apparently is like 4.8% of the meta right now, which is crazy. I did not think old Siege Rhino had it in him. I was pretty sure he was outclassed, outgunned, you know. But when you give him things like Tireless Tracker and... Yeah, like, I will win this race. There is no avoiding that. I don't know how they intend to solve the issue of 5 versus 3. Hey, hey, hey. Tireless Tracker's got me card advantage again. Gargaroth got me card advantage again. Like, we have card advantage for days. So they could take 5 here and block the tracker. But I guess they wanted to use removal to actually get rid of it. The only problem in the Gargaroth, it kind of seals the deal, right? Like Venezuela, I think it's done. Venecia? I think it's Venecia. Venecia, we're a good opponent, but I am meta playing Scum, so don't you worry about that. Rude. So that's in theory how this deck should work. Like I said, I didn't build the deck. I technically built the deck, but I didn't build the deck, you know? It's a meta deck. And generally when you're playing meta decks, you end up playing a little bit above your skill level because the deck is more powerful than what you're used to. Like, I'm an okay Magic player. I'm not a good Magic player, but I'm not a bad Magic player. But there is a difference between playing your homebrews and playing a deck that has been refined by hundreds of people. For the deck that's been refined by hundreds of people, it doesn't have the same kind of blind spots that you do. It can still lose to random bullshit, but it's not going to lose to random bullshit that's its fault. Now I know that one of the other popular meta decks was Blue White Spirits. I'm actually going to shock this in so they can Fatal Push something else if I have to. If not, I can save Fatal Push for what do I want? Another... I don't really care, I guess. I'll take another black source. Probably should have exiled favorable winds, but the chances of having a redundant favorable winds are less than having a redundant creature with flying. I have to pass, unfortunately. Well, I was going to pass without doing anything, but our opponent gave us a target, so it would have been sweet to have a Kali toss down while this was happening, but I guess we're just on the Siege Rhino plan. So Sword in the Mirthless is actually really, really powerful. I don't have anything else to do, this is why the answer is this. Active by Curious Obsession. The deck doesn't have a Wrath. Hey, Mr. Rhino. Are you gonna Ascendant Spirit your way out of a Rhino? Yeah, you are. Ouch. It's a shame, Kelly Sauce. It's a shame. The Blue-White Spirits deck got us. Well, it's basically Curiosity, but it's got favorable wins. It's got a couple other weird things. Mausoleum Wanderers and whatnot. I don't think that was a refined Spirits list. I think it was a bit of a jank list, but... you never know. I was just thinking, watch me talk this deck up, and then it suddenly starts failing on me. Like, our game 1 was pretty impressive, but the rest of it was not. Game 2 was a little bit rough. We got Vanishing Verse on 2 or Thoughtseize. Probably Thoughtseizes. But we do want to save some life. I guess that's worse. Actually, I could have Vanishing Verse that. So I should have done it the other way. Mayhem Devil with the Thoughtseize. That's all I have. This deck runs the appropriate number of lands. Like, I don't know why it is, getting land screwed every game. Did something leave the battlefield this time? I don't think it did. Is there some other creature that Fable Push can hit? Or was the cat just in the oven the whole time and I didn't notice? Judging from my life total, the cat may have been in the oven the whole time and I didn't notice. Yeah, we got land screwed. Oh, okay. Well, that explains many things. You clearly see I have not played Fatal Push as much. I generally put Bloodchief Thirst in my list when I see a Fatal Push. But if I was running this deck, I would have Fatal Push. Yeah, we're just concede out. No sense in wasting our opponent's time. We only have 2 lands. I'm going to check the deck list real quick to make sure I have 24 lands in here, because I should have 24 lands. Creatures, yep, 36, so we should have 24 lands. Let's also change up the sleeves while we're here. Yeah. Okay, so that's just bad luck, really. We're gonna do another game because I don't want this to be a 2-3 Well, no, a 1/3 because we got mana screwed twice. Shuffler really likes punishing you if you leave him alone for a day. Because I was brewing with I've still been brewing with that one-sided Armageddon deck, and it's gone through like 3 different color changes since it's appeared on the channel. And me and Shuffler spent a lot of time together then. Yeah, we don't really want to trade out a land or else for land. I guess the Fable is worse than the Goblin. They're a teamer. I'm always down for some teamer ramp. That's a bad sign. I'm gonna go for the Siege. I know it's gonna get countered, but we need to get the counter spell out. Well, I guess we could have just waited it out, but yeah, maybe it was the right call to wait it out. And they just have more make disappears. But now they don't have any blue mana. Now they have blue mana. But they don't have 2 mana. I'm gonna Thorn the Mirthless and then -2M. Rude. Why do you have a white card? Maybe, yeah, I guess it's an Omnath deck. And we just assumed there wasn't white. Is Omnath legal in Pioneer? Because it feels like you could just port the Broken Standard deck to Pioneer. I guess Pioneer has more answers for it, right? That's gotta be why it's here. We'll ramp him some more. It's weird. Oh, well, that was just a removal spell. They are light on basics. We gotta Triumph Cycle if we need to. Like, generally when you're dealing with a ramp deck that's this far into the ramping, they should have a payoff. And if the payoff's good enough, we just lose. Genesis Ultimatum is one of those payoffs that might just mean we lose. Yeah, look at that. The whole crew's back together. Plus a couple of goblins. But they're shamans, so. Yeah, I think we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.